The world is full of things that change when they are looked at in a new way. The Post-it note was seen as an adhesive failure at first light. The contamination of a petri dish gave us penicillin. The Christian cross was originally a torture device, now brings salvation. Things are not always how they first seem. Often, it's the opposite. Can you talk to me about that moment that you found out and what you're feeling?
Yes.
Walk me through it as if you're...
As we're living it. Okay.
At that exact moment, I was by myself. Like most of the time, I was always with someone.
And then I thought, as I'm going upstairs, wait a minute. Why is he calling me? I know it must be bad news.
So when I got the initial phone call from the doctors,
You talk about your life changing in a matter of seconds.
I literally stood up and fell to the ground.
The wording, the delivery of the message was very dark. Lots of fear.
My word just opened in half, and I felt like I was falling to the bottom of the ocean.
You know, everybody kept saying, I'm sorry.
Very stressed.
In shock.
We were panicking.
We just kind of looked at each other and cried.
What does this mean to our family?
Nice.
Everybody can do it.
Yeah.
You wanna play piano?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Everybody that I look the same as my dad. You know why? Because I have the same colors of eyes.
Tony, saluda.
Oh, that scared me.
Con mucho gusto y mucho honor, yo soy del centro de La Guajira.
When you initially get pregnant, you think, oh, you know, my child can be president. But then when you know that there are intellectual challenges, it's a whole new world.
This is my family.
You were expecting to go somewhere else.
You land and you hear, welcome to Holland, and you're like, I was not supposed to go to Holland.
Like, you were thinking, I can't be, this is not where I'm supposed to be.
Sometimes expectations get shattered.
It's difficult to think your life and your child life would be different as you imagine.
I was stuck in the diagnosis. All I could see when I looked at her was the diagnosis.
It's a very scary moment when they tell you a diagnosis that you don't understand fully.
I think it's natural to grieve the child you thought you were going to have.
Your friends and family, they don't know exactly what to say. They kept saying, I'm sorry. It was heart-wrenching. When Charlie was born, he was in the NICU for a few weeks.
If I would have had a mom that already went through that path tell me everything is gonna be okay. The scariest part is the unknown and then not having anyone to help paint a picture for you.
This lady came in and she just talked about how positive it is to have a child with Down syndrome and all the things that he would do. Congratulations, and that's all I had to hear.
Anthony was very happy for us.
Anthony was one of the first. He knew the blessing that was coming.
Diversity and uniqueness is the greatest gift our world has. People with special needs transform our lives in unique ways, and they touch our heart in unique ways. They approach life differently.
We're jamming in the car like the entire time.
Their smiles, their attitude, their patience, their struggles. I can't imagine my life without my Aunt Rosemary. I can't imagine my life not growing up around Special Olympics. And
Now.
And now?
So we call ourselves the lucky few because We are very privileged to experience life with an individual with IDD.
We are absolutely the lucky ones, we're the blessed ones. I can say so many things. It's an honor, it's a privilege, it's a way of walking through life with a way deeper meaning.
On our way to see my girl, Katie. Best friend who I call my sister is Katie Mann.
I'm not touching no seaweed. When Pam said that she got pregnant, I was like, wait, say what? Are you kidding me right now? Because I've known her for like 14 years and I never thought it would happen. And I'm going to be the best godmom that this kid will ever have. I will step up to the plate and do what has to be the responsible one.
Changing the diapers.
Yeah.
Hey, was that some hesitation?
A little bit.
This one's me.
And what did you think it was missing?
It was missing the Down syndrome part. I wanted to look more like me.
Like she has Down syndrome a little bit more?
Yes.
You like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that comment.
Yes, I do like the way I look. I am happy with my life because I do a lot of things. I like to do meditations to calm me down when I get intense.
Hey. Like, she's the friend that I count on all the time. Like, she always answers the phone. She's always game for whatever we're doing.
What do you think about Pam?
The best big sister I could ever imagine having.
She's like, I'm just walking out to go put stuff at the barn, and she's like, hold on. And I already know what that means. Like, she has to give me a hug before I leave, even though I'll be back in 2 minutes.
2 seconds.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, I just feel really lucky and grateful that our paths crossed.
Maybe Lily was put there to help others.
He's teaching me about perspective. He's teaching me about life.
One of his high school teachers, she wrote, he is full of light and love.
Love means everything. Hell yeah, baby.
Katie knows in her bones what that is.
Hey there.
And embodies it in ways that I've never seen ever. Like, I don't know what I would do without her.
She's very endearing and she charms everybody who meets her. We're gonna let her be herself.
For the new moms out there that are having babies with Down syndrome, treat them with respect, love, being there for them.
One day at a time.
It's one day at a time.
One day at a time.
Step by step.
God gave me the miracle, and my daughter is my beautiful blue angel.
I wouldn't trade anything of what she is. When you grieve, you think that a lot of things are not going to happen to you, right? Like, you're not going to ever be called mom, you're not going to get a hug. And when you start getting all those little things that you buried when you got the diagnosis, forget about it. There is nothing that you want to change.
Everyone has a gift and it's like special in their own way.
People think lots of things about Down syndrome that's not true at all. They think they can't live alone, which is 2, no potty training. That it takes them harder to talk, but I cannot imagine life without my sister. It would be miserable. I would be miserable.
We want to really ensure that when people get a diagnosis, they have a child with special needs, that they're not alone, that they can rely on somebody else who's been down that path before, and that know it's okay because the light shines at the end of the day.
He's a brown belt in karate. He's graduating from high school next year.
We had so many worries and concerns and thought our life would be derailed by this diagnosis, and we realized that that's not the case.
These parents need support to help clarify what your future is going to look like.
From our shattered expectations, something beautiful can emerge.
I'm gonna figure out what I need to do. I'm gonna figure out what this actually means and what mom do I need to become for this kid. And we're gonna do it. And I never look back.
the more you are around individuals with IDD, and everybody is affected positively by it.
The beautiful thing of Deep Brain Abilities.
Letting people know that, no, this is actually not a bad thing. It's actually a really good thing. And it's something that will bring a really positive impact in your life and everybody around you.
If you are a mom who just received a Down syndrome diagnosis of a child with IDD, I want you to know that many, many moms are here to help you.
The goal of Uni's Buddies is to support mothers and fathers when they find out they have a diagnosis. If you need emotional support, we're here. If you need a mentor to guide you through this process, we're here.
We're a wonderful, strong, powerful community, and you're not walking this path alone.
Sometimes life has bigger plans for us.
Please hit the button, like and subscribe, and I hope you like this video of Best Buddies.